It's really so important that each community in America take time to reflect on what's going on. And today we're talking about this extraordinarily important issue on accountability of impeachment. That's what today's topic is. But before we get to that, I'd like to reflect on some of the casualties that have fallen, that have led us to our desire to see some accountability here. Men and women of our country and of other countries that have suffered terribly because of the lies of an administration, because of an illegal, immoral war that started by an administration, a war of aggression against a country that did nothing to the United States, an oil-rich Arab Muslim country that did nothing to us, and yet we went to war. We invaded and occupied them 4 years ago. And we're about to do the same type of thing to another country that has not done anything to the United States. And while we are ever so concerned about our own national security, and we're concerned about threats to us, for us to have been lied to about the need to go to war in Iraq, and the nearly 4,000 U.S. military that have been killed now, the 1,000 U.S. contractors that have been killed, how many Iraqis we don't know. Anywhere from 770,000 up to 1.2 million. Nearly 4 million Iraqis out of a population of 24 million are now refugees. What the Bush administration has done to the country of Iraq and the region of the Middle East is unforgivable. And what we are here for is to talk about all the details of what's gone on, not only on the war of Iraq, but on other illegal activities of this administration. But before we get to that, I just wanted to mention Augustin Aguayo, who is not with us tonight. Augustin, who spent 8 months in jail. Augustin, who I didn't realize that he and his family are in extraordinary distress right now. His wife, Helga, who held the family together during this time that Augustin was AWOL and then in prison. Helga, who is one of the most magnificent speakers you will ever hear in your whole life. And those two girls, 11-year-old twins, who have been such stalwarts. And now to hear through the message that Andrew read from Augustine, what difficulties they are in. We really need to help them out. We need to help find a job for Augustine. They live out just west of, or just east of Los Angeles, somewhere around Riverside. So if anyone has any friends in the Riverside area, tonight let's find a job for Augustine, and let's find some help for Helga. I did not know that she had panic attacks and psoriasis. Oh my God. I mean, this woman who has brought her whole family through one of the most horrific ordeals, and it's not over. I mean, they are not giving up on the fact that Augustine is a conscientious objector, and he should not have on his life record that he is dishonorably discharged from the military. He took a stand of conscience. He appealed to the military for 2 years that he was a conscientious objector. He went to a war zone and did not carry a weapon. He is going to the Supreme Court of the United States to appeal rejection after rejection after rejection. And those appeals cost money. So if you have anything extra, I noticed up here it's the Defense Aguayo, I believe is the website. And this is the first time I've seen all this. I mean, this is really new. Peter and Sally, who did the movie of Arlington West, have just put this very moving CD together, or DVD together, about the Aguayos. And I would urge everyone to please take that family to heart. You know, there are only 21 men and women of our military who have taken stands of conscience and have gone to prison saying, I will not fight in an immoral, unlawful war. Most of them had already been to Iraq once. It wasn't that they were cowards, they weren't afraid to go. They went. They saw what it was, and when they were ordered to go a second time, they said, no, I will not do it. These are extraordinarily brave men and women. And Augustine is one of the latest one who's come out of prison. And now that we know that he and his family need help, we've got to give it to him. We've got to give it to him.